Hello YouTube, this is Retta. I want to talk about this deck I had purchased a while back by a recommendation from one of my Facebook friends. This is called Awakening Farm Memory, and this is a reincarnation deck. And I had one with Doreen Virtues, and I didn't really connect with it, and it was very vague. So my friend recommended this deck, and this deck is awesome. It is so awesome. And I don't say that about a lot of things, but this deck will blow your mind away. It's blue. Everybody that I've done a reading with this deck, it has blown them away because we usually do the past life that mostly reflects this life, and you'll be surprised the synchronicity of your past life then and your present life now. I had a family member I did this reading on, and she died of starvation, and she has 2 deep freezers full of food, a regular freezer full of food, and she's always running out of space and using my freezer. And that, you can see the synchronicity because in her past life it said that, she died of starvation. So in synchronicity enough, this life, she's always surrounded by food. So that's interesting. So this is called The Reincarnation Awakening Memory, and this is by John Knowles and Linda LeBlanc. And it comes in this hard box. I bought this off of Amazon, and it comes with this hardcovered book. And it's really interesting because this book goes into the history of each time period. It really kind of goes, even though it's like maybe a page or two, it really goes into the real history of each card and time period and everything. So this book is very, very informative, and you'll find yourself when you're doing the readings, you're going to have to, go back to this book a little bit because, some of the historic information is really good in this book. I also found with this tarot deck is awesome to expand with your tarot deck. So you use this tarot deck, and for more an explanation on some of the meanings, like when it tells you how you died, you wanted to know some more information, pull out your tarot deck and add tarot cards. It reads beautifully with tarot decks. So I'm going to go over each one. So there's 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's another one over here. 5 of these. So these cards go into 5 piles. And it goes, this one would be your occupation. So this one's saying law. So this is not a real reading. I'm just pulling these cards. Okay. This one is how you died, this purple card. And it's saying an accident. Okay. This one is the culture that you were in. It's saying Greece. If you can see that. Okay, this was the theme surrounding your life, which was abundance and plenty. And then this one goes with the environment. What kind of environment you were in? A town. So then to expand on some of these, you can look up in the book, and it will talk about, this Greece period. And it'll give you an explanation of all. But you see how you can add in here. So it's saying you had a lot of abundance. You had plenty, abundance, money. You weren't hungry. You lived in a nice town. You were in law. And you died of an accident. So that tells you, it tells a lot. And if you were murdered, you can always, it'll tell you if you were murdered. You can then pull, some tarot cards to see if you were murdered, who murdered you, and when it tells you, you can see if they are in your present life or stuff like that. So this deck, I highly, highly recommend. If you are into examining past lives, trying to understand how to expel your karma, understand your past lives, and stuff like that, I really recommend this deck. I believe I bought this on Amazon, And so this is so far the best reincarnation deck and past life decks I've seen. And even though the artwork isn't like beautiful, beautiful, it doesn't need to be. I don't even recognize it because the information that's given with these cards are so awesome. So I don't know how many cards. There's 61 cards. So that was it. I just wanted, because this deck, I've done a few of these readings and people have recently came to me and it was like, oh my God, the synchronicity. I found out this. I found out that in, you know, in their own history, and it leads back to these cards. So that's what I just wanted. So I wanted to take the time to really let you guys know this is people don't really know about this deck, and I want to put it out there. All right. Bye.